Hey gang, it's episode 102 of Cocktail Hour. I'm Andy.
And I'm Rev.
Carson's just like, okay, so it's like author-palooza here today. Actually, we may have another guest pop in later. We don't know. We're having issues. But of the fantastic folks we do have here, we have Carson Tate.
Hey.
We have Jesse Chandler.
Hi.
And we have that's not the constipated Jesse Chandler, just so you know. Okay. And we have Lynn Ames on the house.
Hi, kids. Should I give you my Queen's wave?
I like that Queen's wave you got going. That's awesome. That's awesome. So our author Palooza is actually here to talk about a new anthology called, and I had to write it down because it's a long title. It's Lesbians on the Loose, Crime Writers on the Lam. It's going to be exciting, so don't leave your seat.
But unless it's to go get another drink.
Well, yeah, you can do that, yeah. But hurry back. Before we get to the exciting discussion about this new anthology, we got a little house business to take care of.
Oh, that's my cue. Yes, we do. So, hold on one second. I'm putting the camera on me. Okay, so we have two announcements that we'd like to make. The first is to announce the winner of episode 101's giveaway, a copy of Mary Shannon's Prayer of the Handmaiden, and that winner is Megan, who is not our Canadian Megan A, but another Megan, who I'm sure is a lovely, lovely person. She had a lot of nice things to say about Sword of the Guardian, which is what the question was about. So congratulations, Megan. Thanks for listening in or watching, whichever you did. Yep. And then the next announcement that we wanted to make is we wanted to thank a lovely listener named Anne who made a contribution to Cocktail Hour, which actually paid for the giveaway that we did for Adrian. So Adrian and everybody at Cocktail Hour, thanks you very much for your donation. That was very nice.
Thank you.
And while we're talking about donations, I'm wearing this purple Stride T-shirt, and I wanted to wear it because a load of you stepped up and put me, my wife, and my son over the top in a day for the walk that we did supporting pancreatic cancer. So I wanted to be sure and thank everybody for that. So thank you very much.
Awesome.
And before we get started, actually, Jesse, do you want to, since you're one of the editors of the book, I've got a question about the title of the book. So but when we get to a good spot for that, I want to make sure that we stop and do that. Okay?
Title.
All right then, Andy.
Okay, so before we get kicked off, we're all kicking off, if you know what I mean. So let's find out what everybody's drinking. I'm having a Tingray Rang Pour and Tonic. Carson, what are you having?
I've got a Tito's Texas vodka, handcrafted here in Austin, Texas. Well, I'm not in Austin, but in Austin, Texas, with cranberry and a little bit of lime.
Nice.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It does sound good, doesn't it? All right, Sherry, what are you reading? What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking the exact same thing as you, just in a larger glass, but I only have one here. And Andy's got a backup. You just can't see it.
That's true, I do. Lynn, what are you drinking?
Me?
Yes, Lynn, what are you drinking?
I know that I'm too young to drink, so I'm drinking Diet Smoothie. Peach tea.
You're going to be the voice of reason during this show, I can tell already.
I am never the voice of reason whether I'm drinking or not, sweetheart, but I'll try.
Jesse, what you drinking, girl?
A little bit of gin and Sprite going on. That's about it. And I don't even know what kind.
You just threw it. There's no shame
I
in
just
you.
poured it in a glass and battered it.
Here's what you would call undiscriminating.
You found it in an alley.
Yes, I did. After I killed somebody.
Oh, no, that's not...
You're Luca Bennett.
Yeah. It's awesome. I want to be her.
I don't know. I don't know how big are her hands. I remember reading a comment about Luca's big hands, and I just wanted to ask Jesse, I need you to hold up your hand. Hold up your hand.
This is like an audition. Oh, that'll work. That'll work.
Yeah, that might. That might do it.
Is that acceptable?
Oh my. My. Okay, so
5 minutes in.
we start with that question.
All right, let's see. So this one, we're going to give this one to Jesse because you're one of the editors of the book. And it's from Pat Dennis, and Pat says, I love the title. How did you come up with it?
First of all, hi, Pat. She is from Minneapolis here. I love her to death. Lori would have loved her if she'd been here. She might make it on yet. I don't know. But thank you for being here, Pat. And Lori and I tossed around different titles for this. And we liked the Lesbians on the Loose thing, and we were trying to tie it into crime. And I think it was her that came up with the Crime Writers on the Lam. So it went together really well, even though it's kind of long. It sounds pretty cool.
Hey, Jess?
Yeah.
Which of your dogs is squeaking the toy that's making Dixie go crazy?
Honey?
Dixie is running around in circles here trying to figure out where the noise is coming from. She's like, where's my toy and why don't I have it?
Oh.
Meanwhile, my dog is asleep behind me.
Jesse has left the building to figure out who is.
Goodness gracious.
So I've got a question. Unless Andy, do you have something that you want to start with?
Go ahead.
Okay. So my question is, I guess to Jesse again. What was the inspiration for doing this, and how hard was it to put it together? I just would like you to speak to the concept of the book and the process of getting it all together, because there's some really great stories in this anthology.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great stuff. The lesfic world has so many great crime writers that Lori and I were talking, and we wanted to find a way to kind of highlight a bunch of them at once. And obviously an anthology is a good way to do that, so we thought, well, let's put an anthology together, and she could put it out through her Launch Point Press. And so we started getting a hold of people, and lots of people were kind enough to say yes and agree. And man, the work they gave us was amazing. The stories are fantastic, and putting it together was really much easier than I expected it to be. The editing on it, between Lori and myself, and I think Lori had somebody else going through it as well. Everyone gave us such great, polished work that it was very easy as far as that goes. The actual process of putting the book together went very well too, in that oftentimes there's technical problems, and this time there wasn't. So it was like, poof, it was done, and it was like it all came together perfectly. It was great.
That's awesome. I just want to go through and read some of well, not some of them, I'm going to read all of them. But before I do that, I want to say Liz Gibson made a comment, my dog is deaf, so he's oblivious. So.
Yes!
That's awesome.
So just to let the listeners know, or I guess viewers on this, these are really short stories. So I'm talking just a few minutes for each story, and they're really, really good.
Why is it every time I get involved in something, somebody brings up short? What is that?
These stories are short in length, smaller word count. Don't take it personally, Lynn. It's okay.
No.
They're not short on good characters.
No, they're not. Okay, well, hold on a damn minute. I'm going now.
Oh, I'm saying.
Okay, so we have stories from Elizabeth Sims, Carson Tate, S.I. Thompson, Andy Marquette, Linda Vogt, V.K. Powell, Kate McLaughlin, Lori Lake, Lynn Ames, Sandra Day, Helen, I'm sure it's Helene, I don't know, I'm sorry.
Helene.
Jen Wright, Sue Hardesty, Jesse Chandler, J.M. Redman, this is a funny story also, Catherine Forrest, and you can't
Really?
It really is. It's a great collection, and I know that there are some authors in here that I've not read yet. So that's one thing. That's a great thing about anthologies is it's a super quick and easy way to find new authors that you'll end up loving. Mm-hmm. And just real quick, Liz Gibson says, "Yo, Jesse."
Yo, baby.
Okay, so I guess I'm done dominating for a few minutes. So somebody else jump in before I
right
go
there.
over again.
We're not going to say.
Lynn?
I don't know why they let me in this thing. I have never written mystery. I have so much respect for people who write mystery because honestly, I think it's one of the hardest genres to write. And until this anthology, I've never written a mystery. And anybody who's read my story in this anthology will tell you I still haven't. I didn't really write it. I put my name on. I'm admitting right here that I didn't really write this. My children did. And Parker, come here. If you want to see the real author, I'm going to see if I can entice him. Come here, buddy.
You want to see the real author?
I'm about to show you the real. Come here. Come here. Ready? Come right here. Come
Camera shy, perhaps? Oh, look.
Ready? Come on. Come get it. Come get it. Can you see him?
A little bit.
Well, hang on. I'll show him to you a little bit better.
I'm going to go pick him up and strain something. He's got to strain something. I just know it.
Hang on. Let me see if I can help you here. Here, buddy. Come here. Let me see if I can get him for you. Come here, baby. Can you see him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, awesome.
Under the desk eating his carrot at the moment.
That's
Oh, the mastermind.
There's
no mom.
Real authors. I just, work for them. Essentially. So they told me this story because they're good that way. They dictated it to me, and I told it to all of you, and let me put my name on it. But I don't. Mystery to me is, like I said, it's the hardest genre, and I have so much respect for you guys who actually truly write it, as opposed to me, whose dogs write it for me because they're clearly smarter than I am.
But do you want to tell us what your story is about? I mean, we can kick it off. Don't give no spoilers though. I mean, which is tough because these are.
He's got 3 words to use.
I will say that there was one part of the story that made me choke up just a little bit.
There was.
Just
Tell me.
I can't tell you because it'd be a spoiler.
Yeah. I'm here to pay off here.
I'll tell you this. It was the same part that made the character in the story Mama cry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So go ahead, tell us about your story.
Well, the story, essentially, what my kids told me was that they met a homeless woman at Starbucks, and they felt like they really wanted to help this woman. She was clearly down on her luck, and it was not really through any fault of her own. And so my kids, being big-hearted as they are, right here, they're both here, decided that they wanted to, see what they could do. And I was convinced that there was somebody taking stuff from my house. So I set up surveillance to, sort of see whether that was really true, because it seemed like someone had broken into my house and taken a bunch of my stuff. I'm just saying. Anyway, so the story is told from the kids' perspective, from Parker and Dixie's perspective. A little frightening how easy it was to channel them. It essentially tells the story of their big hearts and what they tried to do. I'm trying not to give anything away here, which is not easy, let me just say. So it's the story of how they helped this homeless woman at Starbucks and taught me a thing or two along the way. Was that good enough without giving anything too much away?
Yeah.
Let me just say it's very funny. My kids are actually, they have a great sense of humor, and the way they interact with each other is very amusing, and they really do think like they did in the story. So, I can tell you they do. I know they do.
That's good.
All right, I've got somebody getting ready to possibly crash the party. I'm just saying. It'll be a surprise. I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not gonna say. I bet Jesse will be the only one that knows because I didn't mention it to anybody else.
I know.
Okay, we do have a question, and Lynn, that was a very good summary. That was very good. And yeah, I think all of the stories that I read have, and I admit I did not read all of them because I ran out of time.
You didn't
But
read
I read all of yours. So they all have such a different. They're all very different in their tone and themes. And I wasn't sure, and that was part of the best part is I never knew what to expect when the next story started.
Mystery soup.
Yeah. Okay. So the question. Oh, I'm sorry, Andy. Go ahead. Did you have something?
I said it already. No worry. Moving on.
What did you say?
It was like mystery soup. The stories that I read all the stories of the authors that we had on, and everyone was delightful. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it, and you didn't know what you're going to get. So mystery soup. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Cheryl Hansen. Hi, Cheryl. I'm happy you could join us.
Hey, Cheryl.
Cheryl says, "Wow, what a great list of authors. Did you have to turn away any stories? And will there be a second book in the future?"
Ooh, good question. We didn't put out a call for this anthology. We actually contacted folks, and we just sort of kept contacting enough until we had enough for a book. And there very well may be Lesbians on the Loose, Crime Writers on the Lam too. I don't know, but I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Carson, you want to go next?
Sure.
Yours was a little darker.
Darker than Lynn's? Yeah.
Darker than doggies stealing panties. Yeah.
Hey! Don't give that away.
It sells books.
I never give my panties away.
I didn't write about any panties. I'm sorry. I've blown it. No one's going to read the story.
Damn it!
I know. So when Lori contacted me, I was like, I'm all about practicality. So I thought whenever I write a short story, I try and tie it into something else I'm doing. And so I just finished the series about my bounty hunter, Luca Bennett. And I thought, if I'm going to write a short story, I should write something that kind of pumps up the series. And Luca has this Colt 45. It's a long Colt, long barreled gun that she has throughout the series, and I've never mentioned where she got it from. So I thought, well, I'll write the story of that. So it's kind of a prequel, because I'd already written a prequel. So it's a pre-prequel. Ask me to say that again after I've finished this drink.
Yeah,
and so it's kind of the story of, she's just left the police force, and how she became a bounty hunter, and how she gets her gun.
I love that part.
Give it away.
I'm not giving anything away. Nothing at all. Nothing. All right.
Annie's honey.
And mine's not really a mystery. It's just kind of a story. So.
But it all fits.
That was something that was interesting. Really, none of the ones that I read were really. Well, I mean.
I think it's. Jean's was definitely a mystery. But I think it's difficult to write a full-blown mystery in a short story format. But I do think it's fun to do an intrigue in that format.
Yeah.
And
I would agree with that. I think it is really hard to write a full-blown mystery in a small, compact story. And Jean did a really nice job. Kate Delafield's story. Oh. That was a very good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. And a lot of them were more of the intriguey kind of storyish stories, but they have the elements, I think, that makes up good what's going to happen or what's going on or how's it working.
Yeah. I really liked, and V.K. Powell was supposed to be here, but she had some internet issues, so I really liked her story a lot. It was
awesome.
Yeah, her story is called Just Desserts, and I kept waiting to see how that was going to tie in. And as soon as one character was introduced, I'm like, oh, okay, now I just got to see how that's going to come to fruition. But they're all really, really very good.
Yeah.
And that was a fun thing about this anthology. There's a couple, 3 stories where what you expect is not what you find out is going on. And that was one, and there's a couple others that are like that too. And it's just so much fun to see what people have done.
I bet it was really a great experience for you and Lori as the stories started coming in, and kind of thinking to yourself, oh yeah, we picked some great stories. We picked some great folks to participate in this.
It really was, and it was so seamless. I mean, this is one book that just came together. Everybody got their stories to us. There weren't many problems, and it was just such a fantastic experience as a whole, putting the book together and working with everybody. So it was super.
We have a question that just came in from DK Linda. She says, hey guys, I really love the idea of this book. Sherry's absolutely correct. It sounds great and introduced us to some authors we didn't necessarily know and haven't read. Thanks for putting it out.
Awesome. Glad that you have found it and are willing to check it out.
Now, for Lori she still may make it. She had some commitments that she needed to take care of, and time is not working out very well for her. But her story was also really interesting about a young woman who ends up in a compromising situation, being manipulated by a sleazy bastard dude, and what happens when she and her partner go to try and make things better. One thing when you're writing stories like that, and I noticed this in a couple of, well, yours too, Jesse. It's kind of like some of these stories are like, vengeance stories.
Yeah, it's revenge stuff. We kind of had that humor together, animals and revenge, kind of little mini themes going on.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about your story? I enjoyed that one a lot too. Like, I'm out of here.
Well, the impetus for that story, and it's called Sweet Spring Revenge. It's springtime in Minnesota, but in Minnesota you get snowstorms, in June sometimes. And so the story involves a very slimy car dealer who gets his, and the way the poor main character in my story, I don't think I ever named her, she really put up with a lot of crap, and she kicks some serious ass.
She does. I was surprised. I mean, the guy was you did a great job of making him, like, I felt dirty just reading about him.
You need a shower after that.
I did. And the same with Laurie's character, too, with the guy in Laurie's character. It's like, oh, God. See, Lynn's was really sweet and uplifting and humorous and awesome. And then, everybody else is just kind of like, ugh.
Dark.
I mean, except for the dildos and Jean's story.
Yeah. That was hilarious, too. That was really funny.
Elizabeth Sims' story, Untold Riches, the very first one, that was pretty interesting, too. I always forget how funny she can be.
She is really humorous, yeah. And she's kind of one of those really dry humor folks that she can sneak it around the corner and bam you with it before you even know what happened, and it's super. Yeah.
If each of you had to pick a story that, I know I'm putting you all on the spot. Oh, hold on, Andy. Which was, I can't pick a favorite. Andy, can you pick a favorite of the ones that
There
you
were
read?
elements of every story that I really, really enjoyed, and I liked every story of the author that was on here. I did not read them all, but I gotta say, Just Desserts kind of edged out a little bit, just a little bit. And maybe it was the French character, because I'm a Francophile, but just a tiny bit of a nose out. So, but they were all just spectacular, honestly.
Yeah, they were every story. So, viewers, we've still got quite a bit of time. So, if you have questions or comments, if you've read the stories, if you want to share which one was your favorite, or if you have any questions for the authors here. So, for the rest of you guys, of the stories that you read, which do you? I mean, I think Lynn has a soft spot for her kids, so
I do, but the very first lesbian book I ever read was Amateur City, Catherine V. Forrest, and so anything that involves Kate Delafield is cool beans with me. To get to visit those characters is wonderful. So there you go.
All right, Jesse?
They are all really good, but the one the little twist that I really enjoyed the most, I think, was Seasons of Deception by Kate McLaughlin. You may or not have read that story, but it follows this close to retiring age couple and a neighbor that they kind of know, they kind of don't know, but they kind of know his habits and what he does, and suddenly his habits change. What he does and what he has been doing in the past he's not doing anymore, and suddenly there's this young woman who's kind of involved, and something is weird about her. So the nosy neighbor, who happens to be a judge, I think it's a judge, decides she's going to take it into her own hands to figure out what's going on and why he's suddenly declined from being this very robust guy who's out doing all kinds of things to this person who's walking around in stained pants and can hardly get in and out of the car. And she's encouraged and questioned in turns by her partner. And that's about all I can say about that story, but it's a must read because the end is just something else. That one, it got to me. So.
I think I read one of her books. She have a series of books that start out with like numbers or something. Oh, it's bothering me. I know I'm fairly certain. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. I have to go look.
I'm sorry I just looked down and I know that you realize that I need my glasses to read, so that was a dead giveaway. Just in case you're wondering, my niece, her water broke this morning and she went into, they're inducing labor, and so I actually have my phone on the desk in case I have a new great-nephew momentarily. So she is just texting me looking for support, so sorry. I'm all here, I really am, but I'm going to have a new baby today, so.
That's awesome.
It's absolutely painless for me, so this is great.
It's the best way to have babies.
It's incredible.
Oh, I lied. I have not read anything by Kate before. Sorry, Kate.
Oh, she lied.
Lori actually just texted and she said she's not going to make it home in time, so she wants me to extend her sincerest apologies for missing the fun.
That's okay. She can watch it later.
Yes, and she asked if it's archived, and I said it is, so we'll get her hooked up.
It is.
So, can we disparage her because she's not here?
Is what?
Yeah, that's why I did this.
That's not fair. She's doing a good deed.
It was for Lori.
Jeez. And the person who's supposed to take over the good deed didn't show up, so she's,
Well, that's kind of crappy.
Yeah. She's helping take care of her foster mom, who's having a lot of issues. So, doing good stuff.
All right. So, should we put Carson on the hot seat now?
Yes.
I like Carson on the hot seat.
My favorite story?
Yeah.
That's hard. I mean, what you said about Mystery Soup, it's definitely, I mean, this is like every variety of crime type story there is. I like tons of them. I did like VK's a lot, and Kate McLaughlin's too. You know, mine was just just kidding. But no, I mean, I enjoyed them all. I think they all had something different to offer. So it's kind of like apples and oranges. It's hard for me to say one's a favorite, you know?
You know, I will agree with that because they are so different. I mean, it's kind of under the whole mystery umbrella, but they are so incredibly different.
Yeah.
So good, it is difficult to pick one. So I would just say all of them.
Speaking of mystery writers extraordinaire, Ellen Hart is watching. And,
Yes, Ellen!
Miss you, sweetheart.
Ellen wants to know, where's Lori?
I tell you.
Lori is doing some caretaking of her foster mom, and the next caretaker person hasn't shown up yet, and she is still with her. So as soon as the woman's daughter comes home, she's going to be able to leave, but she can't leave until then, and she's a half hour away from home. So,
well, we'll have her on some point.
Yes,
We'll get her on here.
Yep, absolutely. When the next mystery anthology.
Exactly.
Right?
on the way too.
Yeah, but this panel thing doesn't seem to be going too badly. We've only ever had one guest on at a time before, so it does seem to be working well. We can have up to 10 folks on the thing, but we we haven't tried to push it yet because we end up having broadband issues.
Yeah.
Ellen says hi all.
Oh, hello.
We actually have a show where we had Susan and KG and somebody else on live video. Who the heck?
Oh no, it was just Susan and KG. Yeah.
Just KG?
Yeah, that's right. It was the best of 2013, I think they tied.
It just flies by.
Especially when you're drinking, right?
Yeah, having more alcohol. Thank you, now. Is any questions out there from the listening audience?
No, I'm trying to get our mystery guest hooked up, but
Get over here.
she's not having any luck.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
So one of our fantastic guests. What's everybody working on right now? Lynn, what are you working on?
I'm writing Final Cut at the moment. Final Cut is going to be a combination. It's a Kate and J book, which everybody for 10 years. It's been 10 years since I wrote the last Kate and J book, and I continually get emails and questions from people wanting Kate and J back, and I never had envisioned it being more than it was. Because it wasn't that I couldn't figure out what Jay was doing all this time, but I could never figure out what Kate was up to. And finally, I figured it out. It finally came to me. So I'm in the middle of writing Final Cut, which will be the 4th book in the Kate and Jay series. It's also going to cross over with Dara and Rebecca from All That Lies Within. It's going to be a ride, like all my Kate and Jay books have been. It's going to be sort of a roller coaster, intrigue, sort of action romance book.
Nice.
And so that will be out this fall, if all goes well.
Sweet. Jesse, what you working on?
I've got in the line coming up. I've got my 5th Shay O'Hanlon book. It's going to be called Blood Bunny Murder. It's all
blood money or bunny.
Blood money.
Oh, because I kind of like Blood Bunny.
All about the money.
Blood bunny. That could be bad. A bloody bunny? Oh, man. People wouldn't buy my book if I did a bloody bunny. I will tell you, what you put on your cover matters. Don't put a bloody bunny, and don't put a snake, even if it's stuffed, and a toy snake, because on my 2nd book, it's hide and snake murder, and there's a toy stuffed snake on it, and people, I'll show it to them, and they're like, I can't touch that. It's got a snake on it. But I said, it's a stuffed toy snake. It's a little
pretend.
Ah!
So wrong.
Bloody bunnies. However, bloody money. Yes.
Money.
Bloody money. It's all outlined for those of you who don't outline and fly by the seat of your pants. You cringe right now, but it's all outlined, ready to go, and I'm chomping at the bit as soon as I have 10 minutes to sit down in front of a computer.
Well, you'll have it right after this show. So just finished it.
Yeah, but she's drinking now. She's almost slurring. It's almost.
It's okay. That'll make it great. It'll make it just extra great. Oh, Karsten, you are on the hot seat, girl. What you got going on?
Outline, schmoutline.
Outline, schmoutline.
How are you, sister? I'm with you.
Right at this very moment, well, not while I'm on this call because that would be rude. I'm writing Sledgehammer, which is a post-series novella about Luca Bennett.
Large hand, Luke.
Luca. Large hand, Luca. And it'll be coming out in a I don't even know what to call this. A triplet. Bold Strokes is producing a triplet novella, so it's Allie Valley, Michelle Grubb, and myself.
Wow.
It'll come out next spring. It's called Girls with Guns.
Nice.
So there'll be 3 novellas in that book, and mine will be a Luca Bennett story. In September, I have Reasonable Doubt. It's a standalone romantic intrigue. Comes out. And then I'm about to start, or I should have already been starting, the second book in the Lone Star Law series called Above the Law. The Law.
You're busy, and you hold down a full-time job on top of more than full-time job on top of that, right?
Allegedly.
Like a lawyer.
All right, we've got a couple comments. Okay, we've got one from Ona Marie. I think we met Ona in. Was
Spain.
it in Minneapolis or was it in? No, it was in Dallas. But that was a good. I would have much rather have been in Spain. That was good. Just got my copy this morning and unwrapped it now. The KVF story I have in my 1987 autographed copy of Dreams and Swords by her. Wow, you all hit pay dirt. Historically speaking, how cool you could include news stories and that one.
Nice.
We had asked Catherine Forrest for a story, but she didn't have time to write one, so she gave us a few different ones that we could pick from, and all of them, of course, are good, but we really like the Jessie story, and it has nothing to do with the fact that the name is my name.
Of course not.
No. But yeah, she's good stuff.
Excellent. And Ona says Dallas and Portland, so awesome. Okay.
Nice.
And then our mystery guest, who we weren't able to get the technical issues rectified. Jessie, I'm messing with you with a big smile. Andy here.
Andy Marquette. That sounds so like Andy Marquette to me.
How did I know? Did I not call that earlier? Didn't I say? I knew it.
Did you? I didn't hear you. I thought that was Jessie saying that.
That was me saying it. No, Andy, get on.
I knew who it was.
Yeah. So fine. Fine.
So, Andy, this is for you when you watch later.
Oh! Ow! I'm sorry, Andy.
No.
Andy does not speak for Cocktail Hour Productions.
Get out of here. You know, Andy's like my sister, so I can do that.
Hold on. We said we would show off my big phallic mic.
Phallic mic. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Very big.
That's a piece you got right there, sister.
Go big or go home. You know what I'm saying? All the ladies love my mic.
Oh, Lordy. Okay.
And my large hands.
I'm going to ask...
Your mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask our panel, who's going to GCLS this year?
I
am.
Jessie?
Yeah.
Carson? Excellent. I'll see y'all there.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 out of 5 of us are going to be there, right? Sherry.
Yeah.
And BK will be there.
This one?
right?
I don't know which ways it go.
Yeah.
Andy says, "Y'all, I'm watching you live." Andy, I'm here again.
You get a double. Anyway, okay, so.
Andy Marquette, since you're watching...
Andy Marquette had the other dog story in our book, and it's fantastic. It's called The Falcone Maltese, and it's cute. There's a missing Maltese and a teenager who hunts down the Maltese and figures it all out. And kicks the bad guys in the you-know-wheres.
The nads.
I think there was actually, that might be another theme in the...
Yeah.
There was a bit of nad abuse in this book.
Yes.
There were, I guess, when you.
But I guess if you're going to be knocking the nads around, what better place than in a lesbian, anthology?
A lesbian crime anthology.
Right.
Yes.
All nuts.
Liz Gibson wants to know what? What was that?
Just edit that out.
No. What was that? I didn't hear that.
Now you got to.
I just said on nuts.
Oh.
Try the second time too. Oh, don't we have a little giveaway to do?
Hold on a minute. Liz Gibson wants to know what you drinking, Andy M. And while we give Andy an opportunity to type in her answer, yes, Andy, my Andy, go ahead.
Captain Mike.
What am I doing?
You wanted to? Should we do? Why don't we wait for another 10 minutes to give more folks an opportunity to write in?
Okay.
That'll still give us another 10 minutes to wrap up the show.
Yeah.
Okay, and just so everybody knows, in case you joined late, we'll be giving away a copy of Lesbians on the Loose, Crime Writers on the Lam during. And hold on, Lynn, hold on. All right, there you go. There's a copy of the book. So we will be giving away a copy of this to one of you lucky commenters, and then we'll also have we'll also have a copy available for folks who want to watch later and leave a comment on our website, cocktailhour.us. And Andy Marquette says she is drinking a macchiato milk stout from Abita Brewery. I saw the picture that you posted on Facebook of that. It looked really good. Looked like something that my wife would definitely like to try.
And didn't I call that too?
Try that in New Orleans.
Well, I can't. I won't be there. But
Well,
Yeah, you're being shunned.
I know. Damn it.
I got my sweet sister if you want to fly in for the weekend.
You know, I can't do that.
Just throwing it out there.
I know, but I can't. I cannot do that.
sure.
Y'all suck. I'll see you in Chicago.
Not coming to the con and we suck? How does that work?
You suck. Okay, so anyway, what else we got going on?
I was kind of toying with the idea of saying, do the who would you beep, but then I thought that'd be a whole lot of beeping. I'm just saying,
No, we can do it with the characters from well, then we'd all be fucking Lynn. I don't know how she do that.
Wait a minute. Lynn's like mortified now. She's like, I have to leave now.
She's like, oh my god, thank God there's nobody here with me.
Where the hell did that come from? Huh.
It's Sherry's fault, whatever it is.
It is not.
Pick on the small girl. Huh.
I
I
gotta
don't think
think.
I've ever seen you that red, Lynn.
I know. Wow.
I've got a thing for short women. I'm just putting it out there. And Lynn, you show up in that red dress, and
those heels.
I know. What am I supposed to do?
Red this year. The dress is not red this year.
The dress on my ceiling. In the picture. Never mind. What are you wearing this year, Lynn?
I'm sorry, I lost the question in that somewhere because my blush just got redder.
Yeah, you're like tomato red now. Mm-hmm.
What was about the red dress?
You wearing a red dress this year? No. What are you wearing?
you know, if I gave it away, I would have to kill you all. Let me just say this. You know that my little sister, Anne McMahon, and I are hosting the award ceremony, and so in the tradition of awards ceremonies, as you know, there will be wardrobe changes.
Oh my God!
No.
Whether or not they are successfully executed is yet to be seen. It is unclear at this time. But I will give you a hint, since we're into the mystery thing. I will give you a hint, and I will say that one of the wardrobes in question, one of the outfits in question, I will not have tried on until 5 seconds. Whether or not they are successfully executed.
Hold on 1 second. Andy, hold on, Andy, I have to mute your microphone.
I'll give you a hint, and I will say that
Don't interrupt.
one of the wardrobes in question, one of the outfits in question.
We are losing control of our show.
Wow!
There you go.
I had to mute Andy. She's out of control.
So here's the thing. While we wait for more stuff to figure out who the microphone.
God damn it. You, I say.
Don't turn off your mic, Andy Marquette. Turn off your speaker.
Yes.
Let me help you technically, since I'm the only one not drinking here.
Hold on. Let me
here's your hint, and your hint is this. One of the outfits for that night, I will not have tried on until 5 seconds before I have to wear it.
What?
Ooh!
I'm just
out of here. Really?
Wait to this.
5 seconds is the amount of time I will have to make this wardrobe change and to know whether or not it fits me.
So there's potential for wardrobe malfunctions during the show.
There is significant possibility of wardrobe malfunction.
Nice.
I will tell you that
this is a share concert, basically.
Carson, what was that?
So this is a share concert, basically.
Well, in fact, I can say, okay, so here's another hint for you. I can say that there will be big hair involved.
Oh dear.
Whoa, big hair too?
Yeah. So yes, it is a share concert in essence, except there will be no butt cheeks as far as I know. There are no plans for any butt cheeks to be hanging out. But it is, after all, a transparent show, so
Yeah.
anything might be.
I'm getting wild ideas.
Mm-hmm. But there will none of the changes involve, as far as I know, anything red, Sherry.
Hmm.
Not as far as
I'm missing it. So if you can wear something red in Chicago, that would be awesome.
well, because you have special ordered it, I promise. Even though you just made me blush 10 shades of red, and that should count as red, I promise you that I will wear something red just for you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. If it makes you feel any better, I also blushed. So.
Should we use a magic word, Sherry?
No, stop it. Don't.
Okay, all right.
All right.
We'll get it later, and I'll tell you what the special word is.
Oh, good.
We actually.
I need to know, apparently. Is it a safe word? Because I could use one of those, apparently.
It is not a safe word. It's not. No.
All right, we're out of control.
We have a question from Cheryl. She wants to know: will the award ceremony be recorded or broadcast?
Oh, I don't know.
My understanding is that it will indeed be videotaped by the very wonderful Shane Curry and her wife Brenda Barton.
Oh.
Who are documentary filmmakers. They are filmmakers, and it's up to GCLS what is available, but I personally asked Brenda if I could make some snippets available to all of you, and I was told that I could. So, if that is true, I will do what I can, but it's not really up to me. Okay. I just work here, honey, and it may be a one-off, and I get off to parts unknown to be whatever. to be food for Sherry. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
There are very few perks to this job. I got to take what I can get, right?
Apparently.
Aaron, is there any way you can actually get Indy Marquette on the line? Where we're
Yeah.
She's lurking. She's lurking now. She's unmuted, but she's
Andy Marquette, unmuted. Dun, dun, dun.
she speaks.
Hey, Andy, how's it going?
Lynn, how are you, dearie?
I'm
I take back this.
Ha!
I can't see you yet, so we don't take that back until we see your face. I want to see your face there, girl. Show yourself.
She's a woman of mystery. She doesn't show her face.
That's right. You've seen me, Lynn. Come on.
I know.
In my pajamas. What the hell?
Which is,
Whoa. Is there? I think there's a story here.
before the rumors start flying, which is to say, I put Andy up for several days in my guest room. She visited with the children. I was incidental.
Yes.
On her way someplace else. Where were you going? You were doing something. You were working while you were here.
I'll have to come by and visit again. It's been so long.
Yeah, well, you know, the kids miss you. They miss someone who will treat them well, so you might as well come back and take care of my kids, would you?
Dang right.
So while we have Andy on the line, do you want to talk about your contribution to the anthology?
Before she does that.
Didn't Jesse just talk about that?
Well, I wanted Andy to say something. Hello.
Go in depth a little bit. Well, you know, as in depth as one can do in a short story, without giving it all away.
Yeah, but she can still add some impressions or repeat what Jesse said or something since you're on.
Well, Jesse pretty much summed it up. I mean, that was my first officially published YA short story.
And it was awesome. It hit that young adult move. I mean, it was just so good the way you captured the kids and
that's because I am a kid, all right?
Yes, the truth comes out.
So it's sort of in the spirit of Nancy Drew, only set in the 80s in high school.
So everybody had really big hair and very tight pants and sweaters.
Leggings.
Well,
Leggings.
some of us did. I didn't. I was more the Duran Duran type.
Oh, so you had the sweep.
I actually had a flock of seagulls hairdo.
my wife had one of those.
I got voted best hair in high school.
Andy, I'll give you money to see that picture.
Actually, I took all the shoulder pads out of my jackets.
I do too. We did have an answer. Liz Gibson jumped in. I just want to go real quick about the question about. Oh, you can see one of my dogs back there. There's firecrackers going on. So one's underneath the desk over here, and the other one's roaming around.
Are you eating beans again?
No, I don't fart in front of anybody. It's actually a thing that my son teases me about because I will not. I just can't do it.
Well, you're gonna explode.
Run out of the room or what?
Yeah, I will go to the restroom where those things are supposed to happen.
That's a lot. I don't know. All right, so
whatever. Forget all you people. So Liz Gibson says that regarding GCLS, the awards program, she says it will be recorded, will not be streamed, will be available on GCLS website eventually. So there's the answer.
Okay.
Thank you, Liz.
Thanks, Liz.
Unless, of course, we have a serious wardrobe malfunction, in which case it will be edited.
I got a camera. Don't worry about that. I got it going on. I got a video camera.
That's all right. Brenda and Shane are
streaming it.
Brenda and Shane are good friends. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'd be able to. Andy and I get a private copy.
Yeah.
What a proof to the show, Dick.
All right. So why don't you guys talk amongst yourselves? I'm going to make a note of all of the people who have commented so that we can pick one and give a copy of the book away.
I thought you were going to the other room.
Talk amongst ourselves, huh? Well, I don't know.
I'm afraid of that. Our next show, by the way, I actually looked it up for a change.
Oh, I didn't know we even had one. What's coming up?
We do. Our next show is August 8th. And it's a surprise. We can't announce it quite yet.
Do I know? Wait, do I know what it is?
Yes, you do, but shh. We'll
No,
talk
he obviously does not know who it is.
I don't.
line.
I have no idea.
Fun.
Was I involved in this? I don't.
Have another gin and tonic, honey.
Yeah.
Mm.
There you go.
On the baby update front, just so you know, there is no baby yet. I find this is very funny to me. I don't know, it's just me, but I find this funny. My niece, the one who is in labor and trying to give birth, is texting me asking for my guidance and my help, and I'm giving that to her, and we're talking back and forth. Even as my sister, who is apparently oblivious to the fact that her daughter talks to me, is texting me for the first time today. Now, I've known that my niece's water broke for almost 12 hours now. My sister just now texted me to tell me that my niece's water broke and that it could be a long time. She does not know that I'm aware. So I know she'll never see this. So all I said to my sister was, "Oh, gee, thanks."
Oh my goodness. You guys
Saying,
That's sad.
this is the way my family works. This is just the way it goes.
Yeah, sounds about right for mine too.
All right. So, Liz Gibson says, I don't guarantee any editing. Sorry, Lynn.
Yeah! Go, Liz!
Well, in that case, Liz Gibson, there is one thing that was going to happen in the middle of the award ceremony that now might mysteriously just have to get cut out, and it's something you really would have enjoyed. I'm just...
Oh.
That sounds like blackmail to me.
All right. I don't know what we were talking about, but Liz also says, way TMI, LOL.
I seen a breast pop out, so we wouldn't have a word malfunction. I'm all
Large hands.
First, just go like this, like a catcher. The net.
God. Stop.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Liz says, and this is for Lynn, chicken.
Call it what you want, sweetheart. I'm just saying, you will be sorry. You're just going to be sorry.
All right. So we've got, we had 6 people who have left comments. A viewer update.
Viewer update.
From Ona says, a viewer update. This panel show has been a hoot. The red screen for Andy flashing in adds a particularly interesting flavor. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have said that about Andy. She adds a particularly interesting flavor.
Particular flavor?
Flash.
Uh-oh. All right.
It's aliens!
All right, somebody pick a number. I know some of you have already read it, either have a copy or have read it, but I'm sure that somebody would be happy to sign this book. And since you're all going to be at GCLS, I bet that you could get a really nice signed copy to send to whoever this winner is.
This is
Lynn,
true.
what are you doing?
I'm shaking. No,
You don't want to sign a copy? What?
I'll sign a copy. Yes, I will. Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
on talk.
Okay.
Jesse, go ahead.
Raise your hand.
That's a good obedient Minnesota girl right there. Raise your hand.
Oh, sorry, you betcha. Okay.
It's the wave. Everybody do the wave.
Okay. What about if whoever wins, if they want a copy as signed as we can get it, we'll do that. Otherwise, both either or Lori and I can send any one of our other books that we may have if they haven't read that too. So if you've got Lesbians on the Loose in all the forums you want it, and you want something else, we'll still hook you up. So there will be no losers in this.
What if I want Loose Lesbians? Can you hook me up with that?
What if you want?
We have them all right here.
All right.
You have to put your own postage.
Look at that insulted face on Andy. What the hell? Oh, Jesse, you can come back anytime you like. All right. Who's gonna pick a number? Damn it.
5.
Oh!
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, Ellen Hart. Ellen Hart wins a book. Congratulations, Ellen Hart, you're a winner! Now, anybody who still would like to get a copy of the book, it won't be as signed unless you do that in advance. You could do that in advance, right? For the whoever wins on the website while you're at GCLS, you could try and hook everybody up. Do you see how I work for you listeners? Do you see how hard I work? Put everybody on the spot, make them do things so they don't look like assholes. You see how I do that?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for making me not look like an asshole.
I don't think it's possible to make you look like an asshole. You're the Red Flash. Oh wait, Ellen Hart picks 3. All right. Ellen Hart said she picks 3. Okay, so Cheryl, you can thank Ellen Hart for your book.
Yay!
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you, Ellen. That was very nice of you.
Thank you, and congratulations, Cheryl.
Yes, we love giving Cheryl stuff.
Awesome. All right, well, we've gone a little overtime.
We have?
Oh my God, Google's going to kick us off.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I want to thank everybody for being on this panel, even the latecomers.
It's hard to stare down a red flash, isn't it?
A red piece of carpet, seriously. Anyway, but
Guys,
seriously,
it's a pink
so
sticky note, if you must know.
Well, it looks red here. I don't know.
It does look red.
It's maroon.
So thank you all for being here. And we hope you all come back for the part 2 anthology, which I'm sure you all contribute to. And we can hang out with you because I like that idea.
What? Did you say something, Andy?
Yeah.
I couldn't. Did you tell me to push the button?
Yeah. Say goodbye, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Bye.